mode. Hello, people of the interwebs. It's your favorite in her own warehouse, Sarah here, with another truck review. If you're new and you're wondering what I'm going on about, I used to film these car reviews in an abandoned warehouse and someone tore it down. Now I have my own shop and I'm filming it inside. Okay, moving on. Today I have the 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 King Ranch with the all-new PowerBoost V6. First things first, the F-150 got a refresh for 2021, and one thing I'm a huge fan of is the fact that the LED boomerang daytimer in the headlight now flows all the way down into the bumper cover where there's an additional little LED daytimer. Behind the newly restyled front grille, you can see there is those active arrow shutters back there that close to aid in fuel efficiency, and I also wonder if those will close in a cold northern climate to help keep the engine warm so you don't have to use pieces of cardboard like people did where I grew up. And because this is the King Ranch package, it does come with a metric butt ton of cameras, which they stealthily hid this one inside the massive Ford logo. This particular F-150 I'm reviewing today does have the FX4 off-road package, which means you're going off-road today. It's also equipped with these 20-inch polished wheels. It's kind of a large wheel for off-road package, but they're wrapped in 275/60 Pirelli Scorpion tires. There's a lot of satisfactory shapes happening on this truck, like the fender vents right here that say King Ranch F-150 and it has the Whataburger logo, and also the mirror caps kind of resemble the shape of the headlight LED. I'm just quietly waiting here for someone to type a comment letting me know that badge does not have the Whataburger logo on it. Well aware of that. Anyway, speaking of badges, moving on down here, it says PowerBoost. And that is my favorite aspect about the entire truck because their diesel line is called Power Stroke and the forced induction gasoline engines are called EcoBoost. But it's called PowerBoost, which is kind of like Power Stroke and EcoBoost. Why, thank you, helper robot. I'm so cringy. The tailgate on here does all kinds of fun things. Check this out. Robots. Yay! And it's got math back here. How many people do you think are actually going to use this though? Additionally, there are holes right here so you can mount a clamp to the edge of your tailgate, as well as there is a step that retracts from the tailgate, and it has a handle too in case you need assistance getting up into the back of the truck. The highlight though to this entire truck with this PowerBoost V6 is located right here in the bed, and I will nerd out on this a little bit further in a minute, but check out the outlets back here. Not only do you get 4 120 volt 20 amp outlets, but you also get a 240 volt 30 amp outlet back here. That's crazy. That's a big glass roof. I love this. When you climb into the truck, the first thing you notice is there's a little American flag etched into the brushed aluminum trim around the gauge cluster. As far as the interior goes, the King Ranch package is in the upper middle portion of the F-150 lineup, and the interior is the most important part of that package. This one is finished with the Java leather, super pretty, but what's more important is the fact that the seats are heated, ventilated, steering wheel's heated, but they're also full massaging. And there's also various different modes and intensity levels that you can adjust inside the infotainment system. It's a very slow-paced massage, which is kind of good because it forces you out under my ass cheek. Wow, this is a pretty good-sized back seat. Got some heat back here. No ventilation though. What the hell does this do? It's weird. Oh, I get it. It's just a little extendo-matic thing built into the top of the seat. Look, a couple clicks. Wait, there you go. It's like a retractable hose reel. You can't pull it too far or else it'll retract. There's even a little lockable cabinet underneath the rear seat. I forgot that these had those. It has the little Whataburger logos that go all the way around the dash. Ford's probably cringing right now if anyone from Ford's watching this and I keep calling the King Ranch logo the Whataburger logo. That's what I think of. I can't help it. I'm hungry. What does this do? Aha! It's a hidden button under the vent. I guess that's where you hide your side piece. French fries. What else do you think I'm talking about? Before I go on any further covering the tech stuff, I gotta fire this thing up and give it an exhaust sound clip. As far as the infotainment system goes on this thing, it has a massive touchscreen display. It does have navigation, satellite radio, fruit and robot compatibility, but more importantly, if you press this and you go to power flow, it shows you the electronic wizardry that's happening with the hybrid system. See if I can make it do something. There you go, see? Engine on, and it shows the battery, and it just shut off again. The next feature, although not part of the King Ranch package, it is an add-on, confused the absolute shit out of me when I first hopped into this truck. I was like, why on earth would anyone ever want to fold the shift lever flush down into the center console? That is just so weird. And then I realized it's because this has a work surface option that lets you accordion fold the center console lid, and it turns it into a flat work surface or a surface to eat your burger and fries. I'm not letting that go. I'm just really hungry. I'm sorry. You got USB, USB-C, 120. It's all kinds. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's take this thing for a rip, see what it can do. Now this does have various drive modes you can go through, especially when you're off-road. I have an eco right now, that's why everything's green. And then you can go over to tow haul, normal, slippery, shifting into four-wheel drive, deep snow and sand, mud and ruts, rock crawl. Let's see what this thing can do off-road. It is just an F-150 with four-wheel drive and an FX4 package, regardless if it has the PowerBoost drivetrain. So it should do just like any other truck, but I gotta test it off-road. I like to keep these reviews simple, so I'm gonna put it just in the default normal setting and keep it here unless I absolutely need to change modes. I think that's the fairest way to test vehicle to vehicle. This does have electronic locking rear diff, part of the FX4 package. It does have a 4A feature, which is four-wheel drive auto, so it can sense what you need and automatically select it for you. Push my camera button so I can see what's ahead. It looks like there's some rogue construction barrier things in the middle of the wash. That's weird. I don't know why those are there, but they're getting squished. The one thing I wish that would stay on is the camera system. Once you start driving and you pick up speed, it automatically turns off. But I want that to stay on all the time, so I don't have to keep hitting the button when I'm off-road. These Pirelli Scorpions are actually doing a pretty good job. They don't look that aggressive when you look at them, but yeah, plenty of grip. What kind of beans do you have on dirt? Ooh, just roast the tires. That's what kind of beans you got. Come on. Oh, the traction control is fighting. Let's turn traction control off and do that again. Woo! The hill looks like it got a little bit sketchier over the winter. I haven't been here in a couple months. There's some new divots at the top. Traction control is off. Rear diff is locked. Let's try this hill out. I have faith. I think it'll do it in two-wheel drive. Come on, truck. Come on, truck. Oh, I had too much faith. Not gonna happen in two-wheel drive. Here goes, for auto. Should be no problem whatsoever. Nope, no problem whatsoever. As it shouldn't be, it's in four-wheel drive. Do you have hill descent control, truck? Oop. I don't have it turned on, but yes, it does. In case you were wondering, I did try the other modes, and in 4 high in the deep snow and sand mode, this thing is a tank. It will go damn near anywhere, even on these tires. Dude, this thing is a beast in 4 high. Oh man, I couldn't even imagine it in 4 low. Beast mode. Oh yeah. This thing can off-road, that's for sure. Wood struts. Hello, and welcome to Garage Science of Sarah. Under the hood of this 2021 Ford F-150 hybrid is a 3.5 liter PowerBoost V6. The gasoline engine on its own is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that produces 392 horsepower and 492 pound-feet of torque. But it is paired to a 35 kilowatt electric motor that produces an additional 47 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque, which gives a total combined system output of 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. I like how it says PowerBoost on the engine cover, which is rubber, just FYI. Personally, I think this is absolutely genius to turn a pickup truck into a rolling mobile generator. It makes sense for everyone that actually buys one of these to use them other than cruising mall parking lots with lift kits and massive rims and skinny tires, which you would never want to take that off-road because you just screw up one of those wheels. I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, you can get it in a 2 kilowatt, a 2.4 kilowatt, or the full hybrid right behind me, 7.2 kilowatt generator. You could power like 16 toasters and a hair straightener. I have no idea how much kilowatts those take. I'm just guessing. In the name of science, I am now going to give this thing the beans. I'm going to disable the traction control. I'm going to turn it into sport mode, which is all the way over here. And that automatically puts it in 4-wheel auto for the optimum launch. And other than that, that's it. Just gonna let this thing eat from a dead stop. Ready? Go. Ooh, there we go. That's good. That is so quick. That is so quick. It's so smooth, so it's like not very dramatic looking on screen, but it's quick. Hello, I'm back. The drivetrain in this F-150 is 4-wheel drive. You can get it with 2-wheel drive and it gets slightly better fuel efficiency if you go that way. But regardless, they're both paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission, which is a real gem of a gearbox. I'm a huge fan of it. And this one, because it's a hybrid, it has the 35 kilowatt electric motor built into the transmission. Like a lot of other mild hybrid and vehicles equipped with start-stop technologies, this does utilize a belt-driven starter, so it can start the engine seamlessly while you're driving along in electric mode. And it's actually something that I always questioned when I first started seeing start-stop technology vehicles. I was like, how does that not wear out the starter if it's constantly starting all the time? But in my mind, I was thinking of a starter that turns the flywheel and is mounted to the back of the engine like a traditional car. But it's not, it's different. All right, it's time for the braking test. No one behind me? Ready? Oh no. Ooh, wow, that's weird feeling. That was a weird feeling brake test. It was like soft and squishy, but it stopped quickly. I think I just generated a megawatt. 1.21 gigawatts. As far as normal driving goes, my overall summary of this truck is it's decent to live with on the road. It's not super harsh, even though it's 4-wheel drive. It's got good sound insulation. It's fairly quiet in here. Super comfortable, obviously, because it's got massaging, ventilated, and heated seats. I found the EV coach kind of addicting to mess around with, seeing how many miles I can eke out in pure electric mode, which is kind of fun. It gets 24 city, 24 highway, 24 combined miles per gallon US, obviously. And that's kind of weird how it's 24, 24, 24. Although I've been averaging 19.8, and that's with taking it off-road. Aside from the King Ranch package being a little bit pricey, I like this truck. I can't complain about much on it. And I think if you're gonna get the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, you might as well spend $2,500 extra and add this hybrid drivetrain to it, because it makes a huge difference in fuel efficiency over the regular 3.5 EcoBoost. If you guys have never seen one of my vehicle reviews before, I have multiple categories to rate and assess them, starting with the coveted bean score. It is a rating of 1 to 5 beans, basically you get in your gut, I almost said your butt, when you give it the beans. And this PowerBoost F-150 is getting a rating of 1.9 electrified beans. This thing is seriously quick, and it's astonishing how fuel efficient it is. Next up, the cookie score is a rating of 1 to 5 cookies based on what you get for what you spend. It's an assessment of value. And this truck right here, as it is equipped, is getting a rating of 2.5 cookies. It's a flat, even average score because this truck is well over $70,000, but it is impressive with what you get here. So I feel you are getting what you pay for. But I will say this, you can get this hybrid drivetrain in an XL model, 2 or 4-wheel drive Super Crew pickup truck. That right there for $45,500 for the 2-wheel drive is impressive value. Next up is the meatball score, is a rating of 1 to 5 meatballs based on a truck's ability to tackle off-road obstacles that look like meatballs, except where it's at right now in this wash, it looks more like meat peas. And it's getting a rating of 2.5 meat peas. It does fairly decent off-road, it's smooth. I think it could use some more aggressive tires though if you really want to tackle some major meat peas. I gotta stop with this meat pea stuff. What is wrong with me? Anyway, last up, the final category is the penguin score. It is a rating of 1 to 5 penguins based on how much I personally like a vehicle. And the PowerBoost F-150 is getting a rating of 4 penguins. I am a massive fan of utilizing a hybrid drivetrain in a pickup truck as a giant rolling generator. That is so brilliant. And it's just a nice truck to drive around in also. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you soon with another. Bye.